look over there. Big red lips, long blonde hair. Say, come here, baby, let me get you stare. Like the way you walk when you walk over there. Hey, yeah, would you look over there? Long black boots with the long hair. Say, come here, baby, let me get you stare. Like the way you walk when you walk over there. Ain't no girl like, ain't no girl like that. I just want to
right-hand corner. All right, let's take a look here what we have on deck here today. Today's show is brought to you by hockeypicks.com. Anybody can play, anybody can join. Sign up today and follow the top pickers right here at hockeypicks.com. And right now, our current leader at hockeypicks.com is, we got Eddie O from Montreal. Look at Eddie O at 929. You got Bash 15 at 900 and Hook'em Horns at 899. And right now, those are your top three scorers right here at hockeypicks.com. bballpicks.com. Let's take a look at our top scorers right now at bballpicks.com. There's Eddie O again. Eddie O's on a hot run right now. He's at 842. Colorado native, 820. And there's Brandon Stanley, Branstown, 818. And those are your top three pickers right now at bballpicks.com, hockeypicks.com. And you can follow their selections each and every day at those websites. All right, you wanted to check out parlaycalculator.com. You want to calculate your winning picks. All you got to do is go to parlaycalculator.com. And once you get there, enter the numbers of the money line. And once you do that, let's say you got a minus 170, a 150 favorite. You got a minus 110. You got a 150 favorite. And you got a 160 favorite. And you put $20 on that pick. And you say calculate that pick. And it shows you how much it would pay out. So in this parlay, it would pay out $1,155.79. And anybody can use the parlay calculator right here at parlaycalculator.com. All right, good morning, everybody. My name is Ron Raymond, a 5-time sports handicapping champion based here out of Ottawa, Ontario, Canada.
You got a minus
And hopefully
110.
you guys are having yourself a good start to your Manic Monday. Hopefully you're able to cash out on a Manic Monday, as the show objective is to get you to the winner's circle each and every night. So this way, once we're done, on a good, say, a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right up to Saturday or even Sunday, you had a good winning night and you've accumulated a lot of money, and then you make out cash out Monday, and that's why you come to the show to get the pearls each and every day. And I see my good friend Sniper is in the bullpen. Yeah, a little early start here today. I thought, you know what, there wasn't that many videos to go. So if you've been following the show, anywhere from 10:30 to 11, that's when we go live on air. And if you missed the live show, not to worry, you can always catch the replay right here on our YouTube channel. Also, if you're interested in Ron Raymond's Top 50 Sports Betting Secrets, the book that I wrote in 2009, you can get a copy of that book right here at the website. All you got to do is go to atsstats.com, go to Tools, go to 50 Greatest Sports Betting Secrets, and right there you can see the book, and you can get some of my tips. And speaking of tips, if you're not into reading and you want to see more of a visual person and you want to see the videos, I also got 18 videos on the Raymond Report Sports Betting System, and you can get that right here on the tab. And let's see here. You go to Tools, ATS Tutorials, and then we talk about the 5 fundamentals of handicapping: value, percentage play, performance cycles, player availability, and money management. And those are the 5 key reasons, 5 key fundamentals to winning your selections, hopefully. And that's where, a couple of years ago, about 7 years ago, I said, all right, I got to come down with, the parity changed the game, right? Parity changed everything in sports betting. So I said, all right, we got to go back to the drawing board and find out how to be more consistent finding winners. And that's what I came up with 5 years ago. All right, so I see Brent Vienny is in the house. Good morning, Brent. Terry Elsner, short end of Dallas run last night. Yeah, that was, you're talking about the NBA, I think, Terry, because I don't think the Dallas Stars played last night. But, yeah, that was a tough beat. But we did have the under in the Chicago-St. Louis game. Marc-Andre Fleury stood on his head the first period, but the in the second period and third period, the offense was missing in action for the Chicago Blackhawks. All right, the poll question of the day, guys. You can see here the poll question of the day. Who do you like tonight between the Chicago Bulls and the Miami Heat? I got the Heat as a -4 favorite, Chicago +4. And right now you can vote here on the question of the day just by going through our in tonight's NBA game. We got some great games here tonight in the NBA. We got 6-7 games. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games in the NBA, 3 in the NHL. So should be a light night of action when it comes to the NHL, but some good games, especially the game of the night, right? The Chicago Bulls and the Miami Heat. That will be a great game to handicap later on in the show. All right.
1 minute to post time, approaching the gate.
1 minute to post. So that only means one thing, and we're going to take a look at our horse racing free tip sheet of the day. And hopefully you're able to follow my horse racing selections over the weekend. In fact, last Friday, I think it was Friday, is that I think last Friday we went 6 out of 7 on our live Bet the Ponies podcast, the Power Hour, and we nailed 6 of our last 7, so it was pretty good. Morning, didn't expect the show to have started already. Did I miss anything? My notification said the show kicks off at 10:40 a.m. Morning Breakfast Club Peeps, says Gloria K. Yeah, like I said this morning, if I'm ever able to get all my work done in the morning and I can get the show out early, then 10:30 is the earliest I'll ever go. So, it is what it is sometimes. And if I got time, and instead of waiting around, I said, you know what, let's just get the show on the road, or basically the show in the house, because we're not on the road. But so that's why the show is a bit early this morning. But so that's the reason why you can see the show is up right now at 10:30 Eastern here in the nation's capital. It's minus 14 degrees today in the nation's capital, Ottawa, Ontario. It's sunny outside. I don't see a cloud in the sky. So, man, it would be great golfing weather, but that's not happening. Hey, not for another month and a half or so. All right, network's out. We back at 10:40 now. Nope, just you know what? Like I said, I was just doing the videos this morning. It was a light morning, and you can normally gauge if I'll be on at 10:30, 10:40, or 11 o'clock by the number of games going on in the NBA, NHL, right? So if you take a look at the schedule and you say, okay, there's only 3 NHL games, 7 NBA games, 10 games, so he might be done early, and you can probably gauge it by going to the website at the YouTube channel, and if you see the videos that I post each and every day, if you see the videos are up early, that means give it about 10-20 minutes and I'll be back live. So anywhere from 10:30 to 11, that's what that'll mean. Does this mean we miss our Bulls theme intro? Unfortunately, I won't be able to do the Bulls theme intro. I got a notification this weekend that the Alan Parsons Project album didn't like us using the Bulls video, so I'll be using a different one when I introduce the NBA NHL. In fact, I'm going to go to my Steve Austin Stone Cold card. Yeah, that'll be the new intro when I do the handicapping of all the other sports. So I'm going to try to mix it up here. But yeah, unfortunately, I won't be able to use the Bulls one anymore. So that 5'10" handicapper from Ottawa, Ontario, won't be able to use that as an intro anymore. But hey, it was good while it lasted. But copyrights, they know how to ruin a good party, right? All right, speaking of party, as we said here, your free horse racing tip sheet of the day is Parks Racing in Pennsylvania.
1 minute to post time, approaching the gate.
1 minute to post, so 1 minute to post here at, not 1 minute, a couple hours to post. 12:55 post time today at Parks Racing. The distance in race number 1 is 116 miles on the dirt. And you can see all our Parks Racing free tip sheet. If you're into horse racing, you can get it right here at atsstats.com. All right, let's get on with the SBI, the Sports Betting Index, and let's see who made us some money this weekend.
Straight cash, homie.
Straight cash for sure, as Randy Moss would say. And let's see who had the straight cash for us this weekend in the NBA. And you can see right here in the NBA, 4-4 yesterday for the favorites and the underdogs. So pretty balanced right here. 3-5 to the underdog. Look at this. So the last 3 days is been a dog world, right? And you can see 15 and, well, let me see here, 7, 9. So
it's a dog-eat-dog world, Sammy, and I'm wearing milk-bone underwear.
Yeah, and it's been a milk-bone underwear weekend for the NBA bettors if you are betting the underdog in the NBA, because you had a pretty good day. You had a pretty good day betting NBA this weekend. In fact, if you're on the favorites, you had a bearish weekend, right? You can see here on the 3-day average, 37% of the favorites covered. And here's the good news, bad news that I always tell you guys, right? When I handicap NBA, I don't lay points unless it's, money line, right? I'll play money line or I'll take the points. I'll take the Geico insurance. I won't lay points, and here's a good reason why. Over this weekend, the favorites won 64%, but look at that. They only covered 37%. That's why I don't lay points in the NBA. All right, hey, not too shabby with the replacement. Man, super bummer though. Yeah, that was it sucked. When I saw those notifications say, you can't use that song anymore. I said, all right, no problem. Hey, did we start early again? It says Roll Tide. Nope, just early tip-off. Yeah, early tip-off from Jason's going to Miami, Florida. Hey, safe travels there, Jason. But like I said this morning, guys, I did all my videos. Focus, Ron. We need some pearls today. Yeah, focus, as Gloria K says. But the reason why we're a little bit early is because I was able to do the videos, and instead of farting around just waiting for the show, I said the show must go on. Let's get on with the show, and Ric Flair agreed. Okay, so Ric Flair said, "Woo! Turn on the mic. Let's go. Let's get this show on the road." All right, so you can see right here the favorites on the weekend. Not good. Hey, not good. And so let me see here. 37%, 63 in the over-unders. 54% of the overs came in last weekend. This weekend, 45.7 when it comes to the over-unders. Now, let's take a look at the National Hockey League. I went to the Montreal game on Saturday night, and unfortunately, our Senators lost, and all the Montreal Canadian fans, which are fun fans, if you ever go to a game we're in Montreal or when all the Hab fans are there, Montreal's they got a good following of fans, and they're fun. They're a fun group. And the thing that sucks here, living in Ottawa. See, Ottawa is it's a white collar town. It's a government town, so you get a lot of people coming in from all over Canada, and it really sucks to be a sports fan in Ottawa because you go to a Sens game, half the building's Leaf. When Toronto's here, well, I would say 70% is Leaf, and same thing with Montreal. Once Montreal and Ottawa play, 70% of the building's all friggin' Hab fans. So it kind of sucks, but Mrs. Raymond was happy because her Habs won. But hey, it was a good game, 2-1 final. Not a lot of goals, but it was just great to be in a NHL rink again, watching some hockey and soaking in. I think the best time the game was kind of so-so. I gave it a 5 out of 10 rating, entertainment value. But I think the intermission, the DJ Prosper, I think he's a 10. If you ever go to an Ottawa game, they have a DJ that plays between the intermission, and he had the building rocking that intermission. It was a lot of fun, and props to him. Man, it was a good time. Hey, intermission was better than the game itself, I thought. But so that's what I did this weekend. Went to the hockey game and had a good time. All right, so the NHL, you can see right here, the last 7 days, 69.7% of the favorites won this weekend. And let me see here, 69.7. And on the puck line, 47.3 of the favorites, right? Almost the same thing like NBA. That's why you play money line, right? 54.4% of the overs cashed in. And Tim Hortons drive-thru for sure. Hey, needs his coffee. Focus, we need we need some coffee in here. You know what? I've almost done no coffee for a year, and I really miss that energy. I think I might get a half teaspoon of instant, says Sniper. Yeah, I don't know if I can do no coffee. That'd be a tough go. There's good morning, Isaiah. Hey, everybody's tumbling in going, hey, what's going on? How come we're so early? Like I said, the videos were done early, so I said, you know what? Let's get on with the show. Let's get this show on the road. All right, so let's take a look at the NBA. I thought, you know what? So every time I do the SBI, I want to go look and see, every Monday I want to change it up a bit, right? Go to the SBI, and then let's take a look at some of the standings because I think it's important to see which team are doing the best straight up against the point spread. Sometimes we lose fact of the overall standings, right? Ever notice that when you're a sports bettor, you kind of, you lose your fan interest and you're more an investor and you're like, oh yeah, they do play in the league, right? They do play in the league and they play for some type of championship, but our championships every day as a sports bettor, hey, something to think about, right? Yeah, I just made that up. Our championships every day were the teams that, their championship is gunning towards the season, right? So, yeah, so let's take a look at the NBA right now and see which team is having a good run. And I'm just going to bring up my my Bears and Bulls report on this on this browser right here. So just bear with me 1 second. Hey, no pun intended, bear market. But, all right, let's take a look at the NBA. And let's see who are the top 5 teams right now in the NBA. And, hey, see, now that I can't use that friggin' the Bulls entry anymore, it kind of really, now I got to go to, this is my backup plan now, right? still good. All right, so here are your top 5 NBA teams right now in the National Basketball Association. And at number 5, Chicago Bulls at 39-22. The Miami Heat at 40-21. Memphis Grizzlies 42-20. Golden State Warriors, who let us down last night. That was my money line play of the night, and it did not cash. And the number 1 team right now in the association, the NBA, is the Phoenix Suns, 49-12. Your Phoenix Suns. And let's take a look at the best teams against the point spread so far in the NBA. And there's Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies. Hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good right there.
To be the man, you've got to beat the man.
Yeah, and if you want to beat the man in the Memphis Grizzlies, you got to go through Ja Morant. And you know what? What a season they're having, especially against the point spread. How many times can you see a team actually have as many wins straight against the point spread than they do straight up, right? 42-20 and 41-21. That's pretty amazing. So basically what it tells you, when Memphis wins, they cover the spread. That's what that tells me. Oklahoma City Thunder, the only C-type team in the top 5. That is, that's significant value right there. When you look at that, only OKC is a C-type team in the top 5. And what does that tell you, right? When you're doing sports betting, I say it all the time. I don't bet on C-type teams, right? Unless it's C on C-type crime. But, when you support the best teams, and there's the proof in the pudding. 4 of the best 5 teams in the NBA cover the spread. Look at that. Memphis, Chicago, Cleveland, and Miami are your 4 top of 5 covering the spread. So that's pretty interesting right there. Who's the top 3 right now at home? The Chicago Bulls, 22-11. Golden State Warriors, Memphis, and Cleveland all have 18 wins against the point spread this season. Let's take a look who's our road warriors this year in the NBA. Sure enough, there's Memphis, 23-9. OKC at 21-10. Philadelphia, hey, there's a new sheriff in town in Philly right now, and his name is James Harden. There, I need my Reggie Hammond soundbite, right? Any 48 Hours fan? 48 Hours, one of my favorite movies of all time. Hey, Reggie Hammond. Hey, there's a new sheriff in town, and his name is Reggie Hammond. All right, so Philadelphia 76ers, 20-11, and there's Miami Heat, 20-13. They're playing tonight, and they're tough to beat on home court. All right, those are your top teams in the NBA. Let's take a look at the NHL. And let's see which team in the NHL are your top hockey teams right now. And look at that. There's Colorado at 39-14. Carolina 37-15. Florida Panthers, they're a little bit of a hiccup right now, 35-18. Tampa Bay, your defending Stanley Cup champions, 34-17. And there's the Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs
Struggling.
Yeah, they're struggling between the pipes right now. They better find some goaltending real quick, or they'll be finding the Augusta Open really quick right now. 34-18 for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and the New York Rangers too. There they are at number 6 at 36-20. The best home teams in the NHL right now: Florida Panthers at 23-6, the Colorado Avalanche at 22-5, and Toronto and Carolina rounding up there's St. Louis and Dallas with 19 home wins. And of all those 3 teams, there's Dallas, the B-type team, with the best home record in the top 6. And your top road teams right now, obviously the Carolina Hurricanes at 18-9. Same thing with the Pittsburgh Penguins. And then you got Tampa Bay, Colorado, and Calgary, along with New York and Washington, who are the top 5 teams right now in the NHL on the road. All right, so those are your teams right there. And now let's take a look at the Bulls and Bears report. And what I normally do in this segment is I let you know, as you know, right? And I talked about this at the beginning of the show. When you do the rain report, you go back to your fundamentals. And if you've been following the show, I always talk about our fundamentals. And the fundamentals of handicapping is value, percentage play, and these performance cycles, right? But where do you get your performance? Like finding value, we have a tool for that. Finding the percentage play, we also have a tool for that. But the performance cycles, the thing that we do here with the rain report is we take a look at teams, how they do in cycles. And look at this, the top bullish teams right now. Bullish means teams that are 7-0, 6-1, 5-2 in their last 7 games. And you can see right here, Miami, Chicago, all the I expect the A-type teams to be here, but when I see B or C's, those are teams that I feel have good value, right? Denver right now, Clippers, look at the Clippers, 32-31. You know what? That's a very quiet 32-31, right? I didn't think the Clippers were above 500. You learn something new every day here. Boston, Dallas, big win last night for the Mavericks. Those are your B-type teams right now that are bullish. And if you look at the C-type teams, look at that. Look at Golden State. Wow. Golden State is bearish right now, and that's the only team that's an A-type team in the bearish club, and that's not good news if you are a Golden State fan right there. All right, so let's take a look at the NBA. We're going to do, since I don't have my NBA, since I don't have my Chicago Bull entry anymore, so this is my new segment starter for the NBA. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a look at the National Basketball. It doesn't have that same vibe, eh? It doesn't have that same hype that the, it's still good, eh? It's still good. It's like I got to kick my browser in or something, right? Kick the glass off my browser. But yeah, just something with that Chicago Bull intro just really pumps me up, eh? I'll have to find some coffee, two creams, no sugar for Ron, or 1 cream, no sugar for Ron to pump me up here today. All right, so let's take a look at these 7 NBA games here today. Mavericks blessed some of us as well-deserved W last night for F. Yeah, no, if you had that W last night, F, you did pretty well. But, all right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to handicap the games. I'm going to show you the games that I feel that are worth handicapping, and then I'm going to go down in the Raymond report and really handicap those games. And I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 games out of the 7. So right away, let's take a look at Minnesota, Cleveland. Now, the Timberwolves, a 3.5-point. When I was doing the video this morning, I was saying, how come Minnesota is a 3.5-point favorite here? You know, I thought Minnesota, 3.5. And then obviously I saw the injury report, and no Darius Garland tonight for the, no Kyrie LeVert. Playoff Rondo is out too, so that's why. But Darius Garland, that's the big one, right? Darius Garland's the big reason why the Cleveland Cavaliers, a team with a winning record is not favorite, especially an A-type team. And this, but what does this tell you, right? What is the bookmaker trying to tell us? Is this a trap game? So let's take a look at the numbers right now. The chance of winning does favor Minnesota, but it doesn't meet the 50% mark. Look at that. 48.4% chance of winning, 41.4 for Cleveland. I got a 109-107 final for the T-Wolves. Neutral 12 days, neutral 13 days, and I'll come back and I'll handicap that game in just a few minutes. So that's one of the games I'm going to handicap. So basically what I'm doing is I'm going to go through every game. I'm going to get all the games that I think that they're worth handicapping to see if we can find some pearls, and then we'll go into the Raymond report to find you better value and just start handicapping those games, right? All right, so Indiana taking on the Magic. Now, the reason why I'm not going to handicap this game is one reason right here. They're both in the bear cycle, right? Indiana, you can't trust them. Bears 28 days, and Orlando, Bears 17 days. But for entertainment purposes only, I got a 66.6% chance of winning for the Pacers compared to 46.1% for the Magic. And I have a 115-112 final tonight for the Indiana Pacers. All right, the game of the night, and it's also the poll question of the day. And let me see here. I see you smell what Ron Raymond was cooking.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
Yeah, that's the one I'm going to use. But, hey, F, if you smell what, I think I got an extra hole here, so I think I'll go get the rock and I'll smell what we're cooking here. But, yeah, anytime I really love a game and I'm going to be going on that game.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
That's what I'm going to use when I really love a game, right? All right. So, hey, I had a little time this weekend to bring out some new toys, so that's what I'm going to do right now. So, yeah, but I like you smell what the rock is cooking. I'll get that one, too. I got to add that one to the mix. But looking at the Chicago Bulls, your Chicago Bulls against the Miami Heat. Going to be a good game here tonight. We're going to handicap that one in just a few minutes. The bookmakers have made Miami a 4-point favorite. The over-under set here at 224.5 1.5. 66.6% chance of winning tonight for the Heat compared to 28.07 for the Chicago Bulls. I got a 115-110 final for the Miami Heat, and I do like Miami. I think they get that, as Randy Moss would say,
Straight cash, homie.
I think they get that straight cash tonight. And I see Ball Cash is in the house. And good morning, Ball Cash. Where did I see? Did I see Ball Cash? There he is. Present gang weekend. Let's eat. And I want to thank you, Ball Cash, for being a member of the Breakfast Club. And you can see right here, folks, anytime you sign up, you see Jason is part of the Breakfast Club, Ball Cash. Anybody who signs up and join and support the channel, you get a little special avatar beside your name. I'm gonna fix it up this weekend so it's a little bit bigger and maybe a different avatar, maybe like the Rain Report logo or something, right? So I think I'll do that. Good to see you, says Sniper. Hey, Ball, how many push-ups this morning, Ball Cash? I got my 50 in. Well, not 50, 30. I do 30 push-ups every morning. Hey, when I'm feeling it, I get an extra 20 in later on, but I try to get at least a minimum 30 in the morning, and then I'll pump off 20 more in a day so I can say I did 50 push-ups a day. That's one of my goals, right? Since I don't lift anymore, hey, it's the thing when you get older, it's not about lifting, it's about eating. And it's about eating right. That's the one thing. Anybody, maybe that's the old wiser coach in me right there saying, lifting is for players, eating is for coaches. So eat right, feel right, play right, look right, all that right stuff, right? So that's my thing right now. Hey, look good, feel good, eat good. All right, so I do like the Miami Heat here tonight, so we're going to handicap that game in just a few minutes. And he says, I've been good, just training like crazy. Gloria, how you been? Says Ball Cash. Training like crazy. Hey, what are you training for there, Ball Cash? Just are you playing any sports or just training to look good, feel good, and handicap good, right? All right, so I see Stone Cold said so. Yeah, you like that one, eh, Jason?
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
I love that one. Hey, I love Stone Cold. Just especially when he comes in as an intro. All right, so back to this one between the Heat and the Chicago Bulls. So we're going to handicap that in just a few minutes. Going to the Toronto Raptors. Now, this game was a add-on game. Wasn't originally scheduled. So Toronto, a 4.5-point favorite. Brooklyn, the total is 218.5. ATS forecast. Computer pick. Gonna go with Toronto on this one. 113-110. And you can see the percentage play. 69.2% chance of winning for the Raptors, compared to 50% for the Brooklyn Nets. Neutral 3 days, neutral 2 days. So what does that tell you? What does that tell you right there? Neutral 3 days, neutral 2 days. So Toronto was really bullish, and then they got humbled a bit, and now they're in a neutral state, where Brooklyn, I believe they were bearish, and now they're starting to play a little bit better, and now they are neutral 2 days. So I will handicap that game and have hopefully some information for you guys on that one. Now, San Antonio taking on Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies. Man, Ja Morant is a special, special player. He just got to stay healthy, right? And it's just the way he can really bend. Like we used to say, a good defensive lineman in football, it's the way he bends when he turns around that corner, right? Gives the tackle, especially the blind side left tackle, is a really tough time. Especially if you got a big tackle against like a Javon Curse. Remember the Freak? Javon Curse was that type of player, right? He was tall, lean, lean fighting machine, but he would just have that way to rip and bend and just get around that corner. But not like your Michael Strahans and your bull rushers of today, right? But that's what it is now to be a defensive lineman. Anybody who's played football and you're coaching players, yeah, if you can get that tall, slanky, somewhat, you don't have to be super strong, it helps, but yeah, if you can be tall and lanky and long, man, you don't have to bull rush anymore. Just speed kills, speed kills. All right, man, you can tell I'm missing football, right? All right, so Toronto, Brooklyn, we do have the Raptors winning by 3, 69.2% chance. San Antonio taking on the Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies, 71.4% chance of winning tonight for Memphis, compared to 28.5 for the San Antonio Spurs. 122-118 here is the final. So we do have Memphis winning, but only by 4. So, and you know what? And the thing is, I showed you at the top, Memphis, top team in the NBA when it comes to covering the spread. bookmakers are onto that, right? But this reminds me a bit when OKC, right? Remember last year, Billy Donovan was in the OKC, and they just keep winning and covering spread. That's what Memphis is doing right now. And Memphis, a small market team, you know, they don't have that pizzazz, that sexiness of, say, a Milwaukee, Golden State, you know, maybe like a Chicago Bulls. Now Chicago's medium, Miami. You know, it's still Memphis. It's still a small market team. They don't get a lot of ESPN love and all that stuff. So they fly under the radar when it comes to the point spread. And look at that. They've been bullish for 28 days, neutral for 2 days for the Spurs. And I'm going to handicap. Obviously, I won't lay 8.5, and I won't play the money line because the money line on the Memphis Grizzlies is 349. So I won't be touching that. But I will take a look at San Antonio to see if there's value. I just don't like going up against the top team against the point spread when it comes to betting. All right, so Charlotte taking on Milwaukee. Now, because Charlotte is in the red and they're bearish 25 days, we're not going to touch that team. And Milwaukee, -10. So because they're -10, you know their money line is going to be out of reach at 522. And guys, have you been using this sports betting system? Let me know if you've been using it. I think it's a great money management tool to help you win on a consistent basis. Think about that. And just before I get to that, Sacramento, Oklahoma, and just like I said, right, 2 teams that are bearish, and we don't bet on bearish team. And that's what the Raymond's report is all about. It's about value, percentage play, and value, right? And then money management and player availability. Those all fit into the Fab Five. But bearish teams, you don't bet on bearish teams. So anything in red in the Raymond report, you don't bet. But I would love to hear you guys talk about if you've been using the Raymond report money management system and if you're winning on a consistent basis. And I was going to do another video on this, but I keep saying I'm going to do a video. Why do a video? Just talk about it on your podcast, right? It makes it makes no. Did I see somebody win a 12-team parlay? Hang on a second here. I think that hey, good, Don Chain. Good morning, Don. I see Don's in the house. I think Don was watching the baseball game this weekend, so appreciate you, Don. We eat plant-based, eat good, feel good is the motto, says plant-based junkie. Hey, like it. Cool, nothing makes you feel like good exercise. It's a bit gets a bit addictive. We trained for longer lifespan. It was leg day Monday, coach. 250 squats. Ooh, hey, you're going 250 in the rack, eh? Nice. Yeah. Hey, you know what? There's something about working out and you're in the zone. You listen to your music. Time to think. Hey, between reps. There's something about at the gym. It's just your me time, right? I'm sure a lot of people who train have that same feeling. You listen to your music. You're thinking. You're probably thinking business, thinking positive things, right? And yeah, if you train, I get it, 100%. Leg day. So today was the leg day. 250 squats. Good job. Had a great weekend last week, Ron. 12-team parlay cash. Hey, let's hand of applause here for Yoli Oso. Look at that. Came here to do a free donation to someone, and the show wasn't on that day. But good job, Yoli Oso. And man, hey, you can see right here, everybody's supporting you, and good job. And go, as Randy Moss would say,
Straight cash, homie.
you got that straight cash, homie, right there. Good job, Yoli Oso. What's up, Derek Para? Derek Para's in the house. And let me see, yeah, 12-team parlay. And anyone like the Bulls plus the points tonight, says Derek. I like Miami, but I'll get to that in a second. Nico Kelly's in the house. Good morning, Nico. Systems working for me, says Terry Elsner. Perfect. That's what it's all about. The logo's next to the team name is an amazing subtle touch. Yeah. You know what? It's just aesthetics, right? You see, I'm very visual. So when I see things that are visual, it just it complements the entire site, right? Chico and the man is in the house. How you doing there, Chico Valencia? Morning breakfast clubbers. Let's start the week off strong with some pearls. Yeah. Welcome to a cash out Monday. Hey, Olioso made the cash out Monday. Whoa, thank you, Olioso. That's a beautiful tip right there. Appreciate that, and appreciate you. Round of applause for Yolioso, and thank you, Yolioso. You're a great fan of the channel, and you're a great person. We love having you here, and man, it's and I think he's from the West Coast, so he gets up early in the morning to be part of us, and appreciate you. All right, everyone had a steak last night. Yeah, steak. What kind of steak? It was a surf and turf, Nico. Hey, Surf and turf. Yeah. So so just checking out all my new gadgets to see if I can incorporate anything here. But yeah, no, good job, Yolioso. And man, he crushed it with that 12-team parlay. Man, 12-team parlay. You know that's pretty good. So good job, Yolioso. All right, so let's handicap the games. I'm gonna use the rain report, and I'm gonna go to NBA, and I'm gonna go to the rain report right here, and I'm gonna go to that first game, Minnesota against Cleveland. This game smells trap all day to myself. Like this game smells trap when I see this. But obviously no Darius Garland. But you know when you see the top team, look at Chris Paul, right? Chris Paul is out, and Phoenix still winning games. What was the final of that score yesterday? It was Utah and Phoenix. I think, was it? I know that Phoenix had a good. The final score was, I think Utah did win. Yeah, they won by 4, 118 to 114. But to know you're a real team is when your best player goes out of the lineup. And you know what? You're gonna miss Chris Paul for 6 weeks, thumb injury. Man, let's see what's gonna happen to Phoenix. But when your best player goes out, and you know what, Darius Garland, he's had a sore back. He's missed a few games. Cleveland did miss a beat. Cleveland's a good team, right? So when you look at this game, let's go to the value, and let me take a look at my value report right here. I'm just gonna bring up another sheet right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at value to percentage play, and then we're gonna go to let's go to right here, the value report. Now Minnesota is a 3-point favorite. And when Minnesota is a favorite this season, let me take a look here, a B-type team, Minnesota on the road. So they've never been a favorite on the road versus A and B-type team. This is new ground now for the T-Wolves against an A-type team. So this is going to be a tough one here tonight for the T-Wolves. I'm just going to move this around here. So, all right, so let's take a look here. Yeah, they've never been a favorite, but they've always been an underdog. Look at their record against A-type teams. 1-10 straight up, 4-7 against the number. Cleveland 2-0 straight up and against the number. I think this is mostly an overreaction of Garland being out, right? Because Garland is out, raised by Wolves, says Derek Parra. I like the Timberwolves and no Levert. Yeah, no Levert. But again, they've been in and out of the lineup all year. Cleveland at home, 19-9, 18-10 against the number, 8-19-1. And for Minnesota, when they travel to Cleveland, even though they don't win straight up, they do cover the spread here, right? I'm going to go, you know what? I like Cleveland, guys. I like Cleveland tonight. I do have a 109, 107, and we're getting what? Plus what? We're getting plus 3.5. Give me Cleveland plus 3.5. I know it's going to be, probably contrarian play, but as Stone Cold Steve Austin would say,
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
yeah, so give me Cleveland plus 3.5 against Minnesota. Probably not going to be a very popular play here, but I'm going to go with Cleveland plus 3.5. All right, you guys seem hungry this morning. I can see a lot of food. I had a steak, says Nico. Yeah, Miami plays Chicago very hard. DeRozan is chasing Jordan for most consecutive game with 30-plus points. Wow. Okay, no Levert. Cauliflower steak, says plant-based. Good show, Derek. Thank you, Derek. Appreciate you. And let me see here. All right, so I'm going to go with the Cavaliers plus 3. I don't know if it'll be a silver bullet, but it's going to be a nominee for sure. All right, the next game I'm going to handicap is the game of the night between the Chicago Bulls and the Miami Heat. And looking at the, take a look here, Chicago Bulls plus 4, Miami minus 4. And hey, we look at that. Out of 24 votes, we got a split room right here. 50-50, even Steven, right? So even Steven right now in the poll question of the day. Who do you like? Chicago plus 4 or Miami minus 4? And right now it's now it's 52 for the Chicago Bulls. So keep voting, guys. Hey, vote on the poll and let's see what we got here. All right. So we do have a so the computer pick and this. So here's the thing. The computer pick has Miami 114-108, but the system pick has Miami 115-110. So yeah, so I do like Miami here tonight, guys, on the money line. You know I don't lay points, and that's part of the system. And I showed you at the top of the show the SBI, right? If you look at the SBI, and let's go back to the SBI right here, and this is why I bet money line. And if you're saying, why does this guy bet money line? Well, think about it. If you're laying 4.5, you got two jobs to do. You got to win and cover. And if you just take the money line, you just got to win. You're going to spend a little more, but your win percentage is going to go higher. Look at that. This weekend, 64% of the favorites in the NBA won straight up. Look at what they did against the point spread, 37%. That's why, my friends, I do bet the money line. All right, so let's take a look here. We have Bulls Nations in the house. Hit a 6th leg over the weekend. Hey, who's Mizzou? Hit the 6th leg over the weekend. You guys are, you guys made it to a cash out Monday, eh? Good.
Holy cow!
Holy cow! You guys are really rolling in the money this weekend, and good job.
Straight cash, homie.
Yeah, straight cash. Who's Mizzou? Just hey, getting the money. All right, let's go get that money tonight between the Bulls and the Miami Heat. Now the Miami Heat in the last 10 games, 8-2 straight up, 5-4-1 against the number, while the Chicago Bulls 7-3 straight up, 7-3 against the point spread. Now let's take a look at the value index, and I forgot to take a look at the value index on Cleveland. Cleveland at home against B-type teams. Normally they're a 1-point underdog, and you're getting plus 3.5. So just wanted to show you that. The Miami Heat at home as a against A-type teams. Look at that, minus 4.2, and it's minus 4, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for right into that neighborhood, so that way I know I get fair market value. So I do like the Miami Heat here tonight, and we look at Chicago on the road against A-type teams. They're normally a 5-point underdog, so almost fair market value. But if you do like Miami, I do recommend them tonight. 66.6% chance of winning. The Kogos at 46%. Now Miami coming in hot. 3-game win streak, 6-0. Look at that, 6-0 at home against those A-type teams in the Rain Report. 20-7 straight up. And this is why I do like the Miami Heat here tonight. Anytime you got an NBA team on 1 day's rest, they're a 3.5 to 6-point home favorite. Almost 60%, right? It's above 60%. 66-42 on the season. Guys, silver bullet time. Miami Heat, silver bullet. Hey?
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
On the Miami Heat. All right, so I do like Miami. That's my silver bullet right now. Toronto against Brooklyn. All right, the Toronto Raptors, bit of a hiccup right now, mostly because they're on the road. And the worst thing that happened to Toronto was the All-Star break. They were flying at the All-Star break, and then you get that little 7-day delay, and next thing you know, you're not doing too well, right? So Toronto Raptors minus 4.5 is the line here tonight. Now this line is staying the same. At Bookmaker, we do have Toronto at 4. So a little bit of a discount there at Bookmaker. Straight cash, homie.
Straight cash, homie.
Yeah, like that one, AF. I love that soundbite right there. All right, so Toronto Raptors 6-4 straight up, 5-5 against the point spread. The Brooklyn Nets, man, a month ago this would have been a great game. Then you had the fire sale, James Harden and the new dynamic duo in Philly. Can you imagine what tickets will go for that first game in Philly when Philly goes back home with Joel Embiid and James Harden? All of a sudden they just became the top team in the Eastern Conference, right? You know what? I'll check what Bookmaker has as a line. You know what? Let me do that right now. Let me see if Bookmaker has NBA futures up. I don't see them. Come on there, Bookmaker. Let me see. No, I don't see. Oh, wait a minute. Futures. Here we go. NBA futures. The Chicago Bulls, not Chicago Bulls, the Philadelphia 76ers to win the Eastern Conference. Let me see here right now. Plus 317. I don't know what it was last week, but plus 317, and Milwaukee plus 305. So, and Brooklyn. Why is Brooklyn plus 307? Hey, I think Bookmaker, somebody needs to send out an email to Bookmaker, tell them that James Harden is no longer there. Kevin Durant is injured, and Kyrie, well, Kyrie is Kyrie, right? But yeah, somebody needs to let Bookmaker know that plus 307 for Brooklyn to win the Eastern Conference. Not sure it's going to happen this year, but plus 317 does seem like a pretty legit number, right? Okay, pretty legit. All right, let me see here. Let's go back to this game. And hey, Ron, could you quickly explain again what makes Miami the silver bullet? What things were you looking for on that side? All right, I will in just 1 second. So The reason why I like Miami as a silver bullet play of the day is number one. All right, so somebody just asked me a question. Why am I making Miami my silver bullet, right? So let's all take a look at the value report. So the value, I had Miami at minus 4.7. And what's the line? 4. And the thing is, when I'm looking at the line value, I don't want a line that's overvalued, undervalued, because there's too much mind reading going into you and the bookmaker and the market psychology. I don't want to take the guessing out of it, right? I don't want overvalued. I don't want undervalued. I want fair market value. What do we want in life, right? Obviously, we want a good discount. We want, something on sale. But when you're buying something and you're buying at fair market value, you're not getting screwed, right? From a value perspective. That's why, from a value perspective, I do like Miami in this spot. Now, the percentage play, 66.6 compared to 28.07. I like that. So there's good old Meatloaf song. 2 out of 3 ain't bad right there. And then the performance value, right? So when I'm looking the performance cycles, I'm getting a team right now in Miami that is bullish 17 days against another team that is bullish 15 days. This would be, I wish it was neutral, but it's bullish. I can't complain. It's bullish. I'll take bullish against another bullish team like the Chicago. If Chicago was neutral, then it wouldn't be a 5-unit play. It'd probably be a 4-unit play. But because Chicago is bullish as well, and Miami is bullish, that's two wrongs make a right type thing, right? So 2 right bullish teams, and that's why I like that performance cycle. But look at that, 20-7 at home, and in the last 10 head-to-head meetings between Miami and Chicago, 8-2 straight up, 7-3 against the number, but we're playing money line, and look at that right here, 66.42. So those are some of the indicators that I look for. Now, when I look at the injury report and I look at Miami, Kyle Lowry's out. I wish he was in, but we still got Tucker Butler in. PJ Tucker. You know what? PJ Tucker's been a nice addition. When he is in a zone for 3-point shooting, man, it's nice to watch, right? And the great 3-point shooters, they're from the corner. You know what I mean? Like sometimes when you look at a basketball game and you see the 3-point shooters take it from the arc, top of the arc. But when you see the 3-point shooters do it from the corners, that's an amazing skill. And PJ Tucker is one of the best at it right there. I wish Lowry was in, but here's another thing why, a little bit of a trade-off. Nikola Vukovic, it might be a game-time decision. It looks like he's got a sore ankle. So if Vucevic doesn't go, that's a big hole for the Chicago Bulls. But again, Chicago does not do well in this building. Look at that. 8-2 overall. 3-7 in this building. 3-7 in this building. 8-2 overall. So either in Chicago or Miami. That's why I like Miami as my silver bullet. All right. Hopefully that helps. All right. Curry, Kyrie, Joe Harris, Patty Mills, Drummond, Easy Sniper. They're going to be ready, says who's Mizzou. All right. The Nets looked great yesterday against Milwaukee, says Gloria K. That trade really put the Nets in contention. They got everything they need. Now a big middle was essential for them. And man, you guys really like Brooklyn, eh? Interesting. I don't see it. I just don't see it. All right, let me see here. So I do like Miami. Back to this game between Toronto and Brooklyn. Now the Brooklyn, you're getting value on Brooklyn here tonight. You're getting +4. +4.5. A neutral 2 days against a neutral 3 days. I got a 113-110 final. And Toronto in Brooklyn, they're pretty good. 7-3 straight up and against the number. So for some reason, Brooklyn does not play well. Now the only thing with Toronto is Anunoby. He's still out. That's, and Van Fleet is a game time decision. I said it last week, right? Or a couple weeks ago, I said, if you get a chance to watch OG Anunoby, one of the best two-way players in the game. Very underrated. I don't know if you consider Toronto a small market team. They did win a championship, but Anunoby is a really good piece of the puzzle for the Raptors. But it looks like Freddie Van Fleet at knee, so he's a game time decision. But you know what? I think Brooklyn at +4 is pretty good money right here. I'm gonna have a small lean on the Brooklyn Nets, and
that's the bottom line, 'cause Stone Cold said so.
Yeah, so that's the bottom line on that. I'm going to take Brooklyn plus 4.5. I like Cleveland plus 3.5. Money line on the Miami Heat. And now the last game I'm going to handicap is this game here between the San Antonio Spurs. Hey, don't they wish they still had DeMar DeRozan playing for them, right? What up, Wheat? Says Sniper. OG Wheat's in the house. Good morning, bullpen. Let's have those pearls. How's it going, Coach? My guy. How you doing, OG? Oh, hey, just if you're wondering why we're a little bit early, is because I got my videos done early, so I figured, you know what, instead of sitting around, farting around, doing nothing, get on with the show, and that's why the show is a little bit early. So I apologize to you guys if you're coming in late and you're saying, hey, how come the show's already started? You know, that's why, guys, it's important to keep the reminders on, right? If you see every day, normally I like to try to put the next day's show up the night before. If not, I do it early in the morning. If you can just remember to set your timer or reminder. This way, when I do go on, but I think if you are a member of the channel, you should get a reminder when I do go on, right? I'm not too sure how that works, but yeah, so just a little bit on that. All right, so the San Antonio Spurs, looking at the Spurs right now, poor Pops, eh? He goes from having all those championship teams to, like, as Joe Namath would say,
struggling.
Yeah, struggling season for Popovich, but you know what? He's got so many rings that he doesn't really care. But he just, you know, when you love your job, and I know Pop loves his job, you know, he's got a great gig. If you're a coach in the NBA or a coach anywhere in the pros, you got a pretty good gig, right? All right, so the Spurs going into Memphis. Now, the Grizzlies, 8.5 point favorite. That looks a little bit high to me. That looks a little bit high. I think we're getting the bit of the overvalue card here on John Morant. And now that, you know, the more that the Memphis Grizzlies, the more months we get closer to the end of the season, you know, the more, like, you know, it's not a secret anymore, right? Memphis Grizzlies, this just in, they're pretty good. Hey, they're pretty good. And, yeah. Yeah, they are pretty good. And looking at the Memphis Grizzlies tonight, I do have them winning 122 to 118 on the system forecast. On the computer forecast, I got 116, 109. So on the computer forecast, I got them winning by 7. And on the system forecast, I got them winning by 4, 122-18. I like San Antonio, guys. I like San Antonio in this spot. Let me check out the injury report before I make it official. Okay, so you got Murray, also McDermott, Langford. All right, so everybody looks like it's good. You know, Dylan Brooks still out. Let me see. So, what about Baines? It looks like he's still out, eh? All right, so yeah, you know what? I do like San Antonio. Looking at their last game is a 129-133. See, the thing with pros, you know, against those good teams, you know, you see Miami Heat, you think, oh, it'll be a blowout, right? Look at that. It was only a 4-point loss, and now they're traveling to Memphis. They're 6-4 straight up in this building, 5-4-1. Memphis does have the upper hand the last 10 games, 7-3, 6-3-1 against the number. And looking at the San Antonio Spurs on 1 day's rest this season as a 6.5 to 9 point road dog, 5-2. So you know what? I'm gonna take a little flyer here, a lean. It's only a lean because, you know, keep in mind you got a C-type team. You know, let me see here, a C against an A, and normally against those A-type teams, 3-10 straight up, 9-4 against the number. So you know what? I like San Antonio, but you know, beer and pizza money, and a lean on the Spurs and my guy Pops. So,
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
So there you go. A little Stone Cold action right there on the San Antonio Spurs. So little recap right now on the NBA. And let's look at it from the top. I'm going to take the Cleveland Cavaliers plus 3.5 tonight. And you got an A against a B. And you know what? I know my recommendation, I got a 5-unit recommendation. I'm going to drop that down to a 2. I'm going to, because of Darius Garland, right? I still like Cleveland, but 2 units instead of 5. I got Miami. That's my silver bullet play of the day, money line. So give me Miami on the money line tonight against the Chicago Bulls. You know, DeMar DeRozan scares me, though. And the good news is, though, see, DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry are I don't know if they're best friends, but they played a long time together in Toronto. I would go on I would say they are probably best friends. But the fact that Kyle Lowry's not playing, which is good news. Good news. It's bad news for us, for Miami. But yeah, you wish he was in the lineup, right? Because anytime you play a buddy, you want to show him up. So maybe that. But with no Kyle Lowry in the lineup, maybe that keeps DeMar DeRozan not thinking about Lowry that much. But yeah, probably not. Pros are pros, right? But I do like Miami in this spot here, guys. I like the Brooklyn Nets. You got a B on B-type team. I do have a 4-unit recommendation on the Nets, but it's just a small lean. I'm not going to go too crazy on that. It's just going to be a small lean on Brooklyn, and I do like San Antonio, beer and pizza money. So there you go. Those are my 4 selections. If I were to rate them, I would take Miami number 1, Cleveland number 2, Brooklyn number 3, and San Antonio 4. And that's the bottom line because...
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
All right, so that's what I'm going to do. It's all right. Let's head to the NHL. All right, only 3 games in the Batman circuit here tonight. In game number 1, we got the Toronto Maple Leafs taking on the Washington Capitals. Now, looking at this game, let me go to my VPP, the daily value percentage play. So let's go right here. You can tell it's a Monday, eh? Like my lips not catching up to my brain to talk right now. Hey, you can tell it's a foggy Monday. Maybe that's what, instead of a manic Monday, I'll call it a foggy Monday. Hey, it just takes a little slower to get going. I think I need a double coffee in the mornings on Mondays to get going. All right, so the Toronto Maple Leafs against the Washington Capitals. Now we do have the Leafs, a 141 favorite. The over-under is set at 6.5. The chance of winning, the percentage play does favor the Buds here. 68.7% compared to 28.1 for Washington. And I have a 3.6 to 2.6 final for the Maple Leafs. And the thing is, Toronto, who's the starting goalie tonight? Stonecloud is undefeated. I love that too, eh, Derek? It's awesome. All right, let me see here. Let's if you guys have any recommendation on sound bites you'd like to for me to incorporate into the show, let me know, and I'll do my best to get it into the show. All right, so Jack Campbell, Ilya Samsonov. When I see Jack Campbell is going to be between the pipes right now, it reminds me of the beginning of the year with Matt Murray. When a goalie loses confidence, it takes a while to get it back, right? You don't just get your confidence back. Anybody who plays sports, when you're shaken and your confidence is shaken, I think Jack Campbell's confidence has been shaken. And when you live in a media center like Toronto, and that's all they got over there is the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Blue Jays, and that's all they talk about, you don't think Jack Campbell wakes up every morning and says, uh-oh, here we go again. Do we need to go out and get a goalie to tread deadline? He's going to be hearing this all the time, right? So this is why I'm very weary when I'm betting Toronto now if Jack Campbell's in net. Look at that game on Saturday night, 10-7. I had Detroit plus 1.5. It was 7-1 when I checked the game. I was at the Sens game. I said, crap, 7-1 Toronto. I lost that ticket. And then next thing I know, it was 7-6. I said, okay, thank you, Leafs goaltending. But it turned out to be a 10-7 final. I didn't see the end of that game. It must have been empty netters. But neutral 37 days for Washington. Neutral 4 days. I'll handicap that game in just 1 second. New Jersey minus 125 against the Vancouver Canucks here tonight. Now, Vancouver's been bullish for 4 days. New Jersey bullish for also 4 days. 125 is the line on the Devils. 6.5 is the total. 58.3% chance winning for the Devils. 41.7 for the Vancouver Canucks. I got 3.09, 2.58 for New Jersey. And I got a really interesting stat on the New Jersey Devils on this game. I'll share with you in just 1 minute. Boston taking on the LA Kings. I got the Kings here as an underdog. Minus 125 is the line on the Boston Bruins. 5.5 is the total. 54.2% chance of winning for Boston. 57.6 for the Kings. And I do have Boston with Marchand now back in the lineup. And 2.8, 2.81. And you got a bullish 9 days. Hey, Kings have been good. Kings have been a really good hockey team. They're on the West Coast. Nobody talks about them here in the East. But LA King having a pretty quiet, good season right now. All right, let's go to the Rain Report. And let's take a look at that game between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Washington Capitals. So let me take a look right here. All right, so we just got out ahead and remember that it's just another day at the office. Oh, did I see something wrong? Underdog in a slump, but it's a game ready for the turnaround. Yeah, OG. You know what? Anytime you go in a slump, what I always recommend is first either take a day off, go back to the drawing board, and then start off slowly, right? One unit at a time, beer, pizza, money, until you get back in the groove. That's how I do it. Anybody who's gone through a betting slump, and again, the one thing that gives me confidence, speaking of confidence, when we talk about goaltending confidence, even us as humans, sports bettors, when we're betting, we need confidence to make sure that when we hit that enter key, right, we have confidence knowing that if I'm putting my hard-earned money into teams, and this is why when I talk about the Raymond Report, I talk about this right here, right? Let me go to value, percentage play, and the performance cycles. But here's why. Anytime you're in a slump and you're saying, okay, how do I get out of this slump? Number one, take a day off. That's the number one thing, right? The 24-hour rule. Take a day off, regroup, and because losing can really hit you mentally, and you can get mentally tired. It affects your sleeping. Like it can really affect a lot of your mental health, right? So the one thing I can say is when you're in a losing slump, take a day off, regroup. Watch positive things, watch sports. Play hockeypicks.com, play NBApicks.com, and bballpicks.com, just so you can scratch that itch knowing you got an investment. And then once you're ready to go back to betting, small steps, right? Small steps, to put a toe back in the water, beer, pizza, money until you get back on that track. And then, go out. But the thing I recommend, and this is why, guys, I've been there. And the reason why I get passionate about talking about this, because I've lost too, and if you're a very competitive person like I am, and you got an A-type personality, losing really sucks. It sucks. It eats you. It eats all the fibers in you, right? I get that. You can see I'm passionate about it. And the one thing I can tell you is stay away from these teams right here. Stay away from these type of teams. And if you're losing and you're betting on these teams, I got no pity for you, because right here, it tells you right here, 25%, 26%, 29%, 30%, 35%. What does that mean? It means that's their win percentage. If this team here, like Chicago in the NHL, Philadelphia, Buffalo, have a 30, 31, 35 win percentage, if that's all they care about winning, how are you going to put your money on that team knowing they don't even care about winning? Think about that, right? If they don't even care about winning, yeah, they can play, but do they really care about winning like these type teams do? And that's the teams I want to support. Colorado, Carolina, Tampa Bay, all these A-type teams. You know why? They care. They want to win. 74, 71, 67, 66, 65. These teams are hungry. They want to win. They want to get you to the winner's circle. These are the teams you want to support. The bad news is you're going to have to lay money. And this is why I say all the time, what's more important, the percentage play or the money play, right? What has more importance? Is the percentage play way more important than the money, or is it two and two, right? 1 and 1. It goes hand in hand, right? And the thing is, you want to make money, you got to spend money to make money, right? You want something cheap? What did my father-in-law used to say? Something always in life. You want something cheap, you're gonna get cheap. You want something good, you're gonna have to pay for it. Well, if you want to get a good team and you want to bet on something that's really good and makes you money, these type of teams right here. That's why in the Raymond Report, I went A, B type teams, and C, see you later. Stay away from those teams. And that's the...
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
That's your little pump up. There's your coach. I just put on my coach's hat for you guys here on a Monday morning to give you a little pep talk, okay? But stay away from C-type teams. And you want to be a winner, hang with winners. Eh? My grandmother used to say all the time, when you hang with losers, you're a loser. When you hang with winners, you're a winner. It's a very easy concept in life. Hey, my grandmother used to tell me that all the time when I was young. When I was a teenager, she said, Ron, you got to stop hanging around with losers. You'll be a loser. You hang with winners, you'll be a winner. And you want to hang with winners right here. All right. Just like you guys are all winners right here at the Raymond Report, right? All right. Back to the game. Hey, thanks, OG. You know what? Sometimes when I get feedback like that, it gets me all passionate and all fired up. And I feel like I go in coach mode. But you know what? Sometimes we need that, right? Sometimes we need a little pick-me-up and a little, real focus to what's really important in sports betting. It's W's, eh? What do you think there, Stone Cold or Ric Flair?
To be the man, you've got to beat the man.
Exactly. And that's why we're going to beat the man today, because that's what we do right here at the Rain Report. All right, you guys, you know what? I was having a really blah, blah day, and then that little one topic just got me fired up. Hey? Oh, man, I love it. All right. All right, so Toronto taking on the Washington Capitals. Now, again, Toronto, the goaltending, if Jack Campbell's in nets, there's no way I'm betting this game. I probably bet the total. Washington, I just don't trust them. I just don't trust the Capitals. And, I just think that Washington right now, not having a good run. In fact, what are they in the last 10? 5-5. You know what, guys? I don't think this is a game you want to touch. I don't think you want to touch this game. Even though I think Toronto is the play, I'll probably put them at my hockey picks. I'm not putting my money behind Jack Campbell and an inconsistent Washington Capitals play. Full of winners. Woo! May I get a Ric Flair? Hey, if you're with me, give me 2. Ric Flair. Woo! Tick, tick, tick. Boom. I need a boom. I got to get a boom soundbite. All right. So let's go to that Vancouver, New Jersey game. Now, here's a game to suit C-type teams. You got 2 C-type teams here. And, guys, what do I say about C-type teams? You can't trust them, right? It's like an old high school sweetheart. You know they're going to break your heart eventually, right? So be careful, and I'll tell you why. Look at this. The New Jersey Devils, last 10 home games or away games against Vancouver, owns the Chiefs. Who owns? I took that soundbite off. I should have kept it for this segment here. Who owns the Chiefs? Well, I can tell you right now, New Jersey owns Vancouver. They are 10-0 straight up in their last 10 games against the Vancouver Canucks. I do like New Jersey here, guys. I like New Jersey here. 58.3% chance of winning. And let me see how they do at home against those C-type teams. 53%. Let's go to my tip sheet right here. You guys like the Ric Flair, eh? I can see you guys all loving Ric Flair. Hey, so anybody who's new and wondering why is he playing Ric Flair and clap, clap and tick, 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 boom. Well, I coach football team, right? And one of the things I used to get all the team fired up is anytime during a practice, I would say, if you're going to give me 2, clap, clap. Hey, Ric Flair. And then I would go 1, 2, 3, boom, tick, 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 boom, and the whole team would do boom, right? So it was like a pump me up. It's really cool. And in fact, in our championship ring, we got that. We won the championship that year, and we got that written on our ring. Clap to Flair, 2 claps, boom. So it was pretty cool. All right, so yeah, now you guys got me all fired up on the tick, 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 boom stuff. All right. So yeah, I do like New Jersey, guys. Where was I going here? I was going to the tip sheet. And I was going to go get how New Jersey does against those C-type teams. Let me see here. There we go. All right, so we got New Jersey against C-type teams, 8-13, where Vancouver is 13-10. All right, that's just an indicator. It's not going to sway me off it, but I do like New Jersey. Beer and pizza money, New Jersey. Beer and pizza money on the New Jersey. All right, let's take a look at the last game on the schedule. You got the LA Kings taking on the Boston Bruins. Canucks aren't that guy. Ric Flair is the number one, is the man. Just jumped on New Jersey for W tonight. Thanks, team. And New Jersey is my silver bullet. Whoa, Gloria. Hey?
Holy cow!
Holy cow, Gloria. New Jersey, your silver bullet team. You're putting a silver bullet money on a C-type team. Gloria, are you watching the show? Hey, Gloria K, are you watching the show? Because, hey, good luck.
Straight cash, homie.
Yeah, hopefully you get that straight. Or maybe I should be saying this.
What the hell's going on out here?
What the hell's going on out here? I thought I just told you guys don't bet on C-type teams, eh? Vince Lombardi, okay? I love that one.
What the hell's going on out here?
Yeah, you need to get a fired up soundbite. Yeah, I am fired up now. All right, I was having a blah day, but you guys pumped me up here on a manic Monday, focus Monday, right? All right, so Boston Bruins taking on the LA Kings. Now the Bruins a 125 favorite. Let me see what Bookmaker has right now. And Bookmaker. Let me see here. Bookmaker 123. So yeah, so right there, fair market value. Speaking of fair market value, Boston against B-type teams. Oh, 4-5. Ooh, not good. Boston against those B-type teams. Also, A-type teams. 9-12. See, the thing with the LA Kings, they can beat the beatables, Look at that. When the Los Angeles Kings play teams below 500, 15-4 straight up. But when they face teams that are contenders, like B and C type teams, 9-12, 5-8. Not that great, right? How about the value index? Let me see if there's any value on tonight's game. Starting to lean towards Boston here. At first I was like, hey, you know what? Maybe LA is the play here, but I'm starting to see that LA just, some teams they do really good against the beatables, but they can't play well against the contenders. Boston on the road against B-type teams, -117, -125, so it's in that $10 range that I'm okay with. And for the LA Kings against A-type teams at home, +139, and you're getting +1. So you know what? I'm starting to think Boston could be the play here. I'm starting to think the Bruins on a 4-game win streak, and in this building they're 5-5, 10-5 on 1 day's rest. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna lean with the Bruins here, guys. I'm gonna lean with the Boston Bruins. Bullish 2 days against bullish 9 days, and we'll see here. LA's on a 5-game win streak, but I'm gonna lean with Boston and New Jersey as my 2 plays. They're not gonna make my silver bullet plays. They're only gonna be beer and pizza money, and that's the bottom line.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
All right, so there you have it. Those are my NHL plays for tonight, New Jersey and Boston. And then I'm going to probably lean with Toronto on the hockeypicks.com website. But and the NBA, I like Cleveland +3.5. I'm going Miami, Silver Bullet, Brooklyn +4.5, and San Antonio Spurs +8.5. All right, what do we got on deck here? Let's Streakcatcher.com. Hey, you know what? Where's what soundbite should I play on this one right here?
Straight cash, homie.
Straight cash, homie. Because if you go to Streakcatcher.com, that's where you make straight cash, homie. Look at that, Ottawa. Woohoo! That's me, Ottawa. 4-game win streak, and we also got a look at this username. Looks like a postal code. K2081 4x4. Okay, maybe there's some type of significance in that K2081 4x4. I don't know. Do you guys make anything out of that? Oh hell yeah. Says Bo Jackson. Hey, you're what do they call it? Gemetra or Gametra, whatever you call it there, Bo Jackson. Maybe you can read something into this here. K2081 4x4. I don't get that. And there's Eddie O at 3 games. But I'm on a 4-game win streak, so yeah, I'll be going for win number 5 tonight. And looks like I'll be, you know what? I'll probably do it right now. I'm going to put in my pick. I'm going to go to Streakcatcher.com, and I'm going to go with the Miami Heat. Give me Miami Heat tonight. That's my silver bullet play of the day. And as you know, you can tell I'm serious, right? Because I'm on a 4-game win streak, and you don't think I'd put in that in if I wouldn't think they'd win. Hopefully they will. But I just wish it was on a money line, but I'll do -4. I do like Miami tonight against, so that's my play on Streakcatcher.com. All right, so the next one here, the stats and trends. Gloria K's favorite segment of the show right here. The stats and trends, 80% club. Old 80% club. So what I'm looking for right now is some stats and trends. That's a prison number, says Gloria K. That's a good one. Hey, that's funny.
Hello again, everybody. Harry Carey from Wrigley Field on a beautiful day for baseball.
Yeah, I hit the wrong button there, but I do want baseball to get their act together, eh? Come on, baseball, don't do us to it now. We need you, eh? We need that. Get that strike or that lockout finished, and let's play ball. All right, let's go to NBA and let's take a look at the top teams right here. So we do have Toronto as a road favorite versus Brooklyn. Last 15, look at that, 13-2. So be careful tonight. Memphis, Milwaukee. All right, Miami 8-2 as a favorite versus Chicago. I do like that a lot. There's Toronto again. Miami is a home team before a conference game. After a non-division game, scored 121 or more points for in their last game. So that looks good. 14-3 straight up. So I do like that a lot. Miami, Milwaukee. All right, that's pretty good. So yeah, so we do have some numbers backing up our Miami selection here tonight. All right, no clue on that username, says Bo Jackson. How do you expect to drink all that day if you don't start in the morning? How do you expect to drink all day if you don't start in the morning? right, that gives me a round of applause. That's a good one. Hey?
It's a dog-eat-dog world, Sammy, and I'm wearing milk-bone underwear.
Yeah, milk-bone underwears. Let's see if we can get some milk-bone underwears tonight with the dog plays of the day. All right, so let's take a look here. Let's see if we have any New Jersey or Boston supporting our hockey plays tonight. And I'm looking for blue stars in the straight-up column, right here. So I'm looking for blue stars in this column right here. And I'm not seeing none there. I'm not seeing nothing there. So nothing to report. How about the over-unders? New Jersey is a home favorite after a non-conference game, coming off a one-game loss, coming off a road loss as an underdog. 10-1 to the under. So, you know what? Boston, look at this. It's only a green star, but it's still 70%. When the Boston Bruins are a road favorite on one day's rest after a non-conference game, and they allowed one or less goals against last game, 7-3 straight up. So that I do like. All right, let's go to the John Peresco top 25. I haven't seen Johnny in a while there. Hopefully he's okay. I know he's doing a lot of work with his woodwork. But, yeah, Johnny likes this, so we call it the John Peresco. Yeah, don't forget, John sent me a nice, beautiful board, chop board on the Buffalo Bills. So, I don't know, maybe if you guys want to, I don't know if he's selling it, if he has a website, we'll pump it up, we'll promote it. Hey, we'll send Johnny some business. All right, let's go to the NBA. Let's take a look at the top stocks tonight in the association. And right now, there's Cleveland, number one. Look at that. Cleveland, Minnesota, Milwaukee. Those are your top three blue chip stocks in the National Basketball Association. And your top two tonight, Washington and Toronto. They're facing each other. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that will happen. That's because of the cycle they're in right here, right? So Washington, Toronto, New Jersey, LA, Vancouver. Ooh, Boston last. I don't like that. But that's because they're bullish 2 days. So, all right, let's your top 25 stock option tips. There's John X. What's the blue and green star means, Ron? So the blue star means 80% or higher. Green stars means 60% to 80%. And the red stars are below 35%. That's the star rating here at the Rain Report. All right, let's go to the NBA at the ATScalculator.com. And let's take a look here. An hour, 20 minutes. Wow. I didn't think I'd be this long today, but I guess when you're having so much fun, an hour, 20 minutes, man, the time flies when you're having fun, right? All right, so let's take a look at the NBA. Let's do Minnesota at the ATScalculator.com. Minnesota against Cleveland. Cleveland? Remember, was it Coach Mora? Cleveland? Or, no, was it? No, it wasn't Cleveland. Was it Joe Mora? Or no, I think Mora was first down. First down. We just want to win the game. All right, let me see. I feel like Ron had to explain the color star every show now. That's okay. It's all good. Hey, it's all good. All right, Minnesota against Cleveland. And Cleveland, here we go. We got Cleveland winning 3.98. Yeah, I like Cleveland tonight. And 216.9. Hey. All right, and then we got Chicago against Miami. Hey, that deserves a Stone Cold entry right there. Chicago against Miami. Survey says we got the home team. We got Miami winning 5.75 and the total at 220.23. And we'll do the last one right here. Actually, did I miss the game here? No, I don't. That's okay. Last game, we'll do Toronto against Brooklyn. A B on B type team. So Toronto against Brooklyn. Survey says. You said it right when I hit it send. Playoffs. Yeah, that's it, Jim Mora. Playoffs? You want to talk about playoffs? Hey, I just want to make a first down. Or I just want to win a game. Hey, this is what Jim Mora says. Playoffs? We just want to win a game. All right, San Antonio against Brooklyn. Not Brooklyn. Right there. Where are those? Memphis. Down here. San Antonio against Memphis. Survey says Memphis by 4. See, that was my line. 4.2. What did I have on the line? 4.78, right? As my line. And look at that. The computer ATS calculator has 4. So, and 226.46. All right. Wow. What a manic Monday. Hey, you said it when you hit it send, said Nico Kelly. Great show, Ron. Happy Monday. Best of luck, Degent Woodworker. Hey, Degent. I'll be doing some baseball this afternoon on the what I've done now is, I take I play some virtual games, golf, and the baseball. You know what? It's like I said, to me, it's just like my downtime, and I enjoy it. And if you watched the game yesterday, if you go to our YouTube channel and you're able to watch, I know it's virtual and it's all that, probably not the same type of thing, but that was an exciting 12-inning game yesterday. Boston Red Sox, Toronto Blue Jays. It went to the 12th innings. It was I won't give out the final score, but if you get a chance, go look at that video. If you love baseball and you're a purist at heart and you love the game, obviously it's a virtual game, but man, hats off to Xbox. They did a great job. And what I'm gonna do this week in golf, wherever they're golfing, I don't know where they're playing this week, but what I like to do in the virtual golf is take the course they're playing. So that way, when I'm going to shoot a couple rounds that week on that same course. So this way, when you watch the golf on the weekend, you can say, oh yeah, I remember watching the golf when Ron was playing on the show, and I remember this hole, right? It just have a little bit of a association with playing the round and watching the round on TV. Just makes it more engagement, right? So hopefully that works out for you guys. All right. Not the Chicago Bulls song, but it still gets my blood pumping. Alright guys, that's it for a Manic Monday. Hey, good show today. You know what? Had a lot of fun. You guys were awesome. I gave a little pep talk. Hey, I gave 4 picks. I gave a little blue star, red star, green star explanation. And like Nico Kelly says, or was it F? I think it was Nico says, it seems like every show I gotta explain the stars. That's okay. Makes it for a lot of fun. For Monday, February 28th, this was the Raymond Report. Again, my name is Ron Raymond. I'm a 5-time, not 4-time, not 3-time, 5-time sports handicapping champion based out of Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. And hopefully I was able to take you to the winner's circle tonight for a Manic Monday. In the meantime, shop for value, play those percentages. I'll see you back here on a Ruby Tuesday. Hasta la vista, baby. I'll see you mañana. Cheers.
Look over there.